Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna. Amy.
And I'm Lacey G.
And today we're breaking down Come Back, Be Here.
Come back, be here. Come back, be here.
This is the 18th track on Red, Taylor's version. Taylor wrote it alongside a musician named Dan Wilson. He was the lead singer of the band Semisonic. Closing Time.
Oh, okay.
Is that guy. He also wrote Treacherous. Did I say that weird?
Yeah.
He also wrote
A little bit.
Treacherous with Taylor Swift. Taylor told Yahoo. Taylor told Yahoo. Hey, what's everyone's favorite search engine? Is it Google? Is it Yahoo? What's everyone's favorite chocolate milk? Taylor told Yahoo Music the song is about falling for someone and then they have to go away for work. They're traveling, you're traveling, and you're thinking about them, but you're wondering how it's going to work when there's so much distance between you.
I love this song.
I know you.
I believe
So
you've told us several times this
much.
is like top tier Taylor Swift
Yes,
song for you.
I am going to cry just because we're talking about it. And I can't believe we got to this episode. Oh my God, I've been literally waiting 18 weeks for this moment. I love this song for reasons that I've said before. I was in a long distance relationship for like 2 or 3 years. This song was my most played song on my Spotify Wrapped. And I remember telling Ryan when I first told him, I was like, I played the song for him and I was like, this Taylor Swift song reminds me of you. And he was like, oh my gosh, like what, like, because when you tell somebody, like when you connect someone to a Taylor Swift song, that's a big deal, right? I think we can agree.
How did he receive that?
He was excited and he was like, what's the song? Like, I think he thought it was going to be maybe like Lover or something.
Right.
And I was like, Come Back, Be Here. And he was like, what? And I was like, because we're in the long distance and you're far. And I listen to this every time I'm on the plane. And I think he just thought I was very emotional, which I am.
Okay.
Which I am. I'm very, very emotionally connected to this song. I'm so happy that it's getting the credit it deserves. I'm sweating.
I'm glad that this song hit you in all the right ways. And I'm glad that she's written music that can touch you personally like that,
Oh,
where you
yeah.
feel like it's the soundtrack to your life, like you've said before. However, one day you said, I don't want to share this because it's embarrassing. And I was like, ooh, Anna's about to go deep. Anna's
no.
about to reveal something crazy.
I'm so glad you have a good memory.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was that you related to this song. You were like, y'all don't make fun of me. You made it sound like you were going to tell us some deep, dark secret. Then it was just like, oh, I really, really like this song because Ryan was long distance. And it's like, Anna, we know that. I thought you were going to confess something.
I was letting you into my heart. And here you are ridiculing me?
No.
Forgive me, Anna, if you like just said this and I was spacing out, but have you said that you used to like feel like the main character and you were like on a plane listening to this song?
I 100% have said that.
Every time
Yes.
you like flew to see him. Where did he live? New Jersey?
He lived in New Jersey.
And so every time you fly, like as the plane is landing or you're in the air.
It was the first song that I would listen to because when I fly, I don't download movies when I have Taylor's discography. And I always start with, I would start with Come Back, Be Here and then just let it shuffle. But yeah, I felt like the main character. I would sit by the window. I would look out the window. I would listen to the song. To
Touch
Taylor.
the window.
Yeah, if it was raining, it was even better. I'm sure the people next to me were like, you are dramatic. Okay. And after we got Taylor's version of this song, I made a TikTok, never posted it, but I made a TikTok video because I was listening to Come Back, Be Here, Taylor's version, but now that Ryan lives with me, we were flying together.
Aw.
And so we were all like on the, I took a little video of us on the plane while I was listening to the song and I thought it was so cute, but I was like, nobody's going to get this, like whatever. But yeah, it's very, I just connect to this song so much. I mean, Taylor Swift puts into words what you're feeling and I never would have thought about it that way. As simple as Come Back, Be Here when somebody is away. Like that is so simple, but I would have never put it that way.
What really sucks is that the guy she was seeing told her on the second day they were together that he had to leave town.
Mm-hmm.
You said it in the simplest way, 4 a.m. the second day.
Yeah.
And then She sings about stumbling through the long goodbye, one last kiss, then you catch your flight. And yeah, that sucks. Like right when you're in just peak puppy love phase. Hey, I gotta go.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's falling in love in the cruelest way. It really is when you're falling in love with someone and they're far away. That hurts. I'm in pain.
So was it someone she was necessarily seeing? Is that who this song's about? Who do you think this song's about, Nick?
I mean, she sings about being, you're in London and stuff like that. So is this about like Harry?
Well, some people have speculated this could be about Harry, but a lot of people think this is about Zac Efron.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that that's cool because we just went to a Taylor Swift tribute band and they were flashing up her exes and we saw Zac Efron and we were all like, what? Now they're just joking. Now they're just putting funny pictures up there. But they got together. Let me get my timeline correct. So this was during February 2012. Zac Efron kissed Taylor on the neck. On March 1st, Zac arrived in New York City and was pictured leaving his hotel while on his phone. The pictures were ironically published at 4 a.m. Zac left Taylor behind for work-related reasons. March 7th of 2012, Zac arrived in London. During April, Zac also arrived in New York City again for work and then London. And then mid-February, Taylor played nonchalant about Zac. When he left, she encouraged Jay Leno's crowd to woo about Zac, agreeing she found him hot. So they're saying she never dated but liked him and didn't shoot her shot with him.
Oh.
And then as they're traveling and kind of liking each other and wanting to explore this more, then it's time for him to go. And their work schedules are just keeping them separate. Maybe you yourself are struggling with issues like someone doesn't want to stick around or has to keep leaving you or divorce or something personal like that. And don't worry, you're not alone. You can get help by our friends for BetterHelp Online Therapy.
And a lot of people don't realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. Let's not forget about the doom scrolling. I know that we all do that. Not sleeping enough, sleeping too much, and undereating and overeating are all signs of stress. And stress shows up in all kinds of ways. And in a world that's telling you to do more, stress less, and grind all the time, here's your reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and maybe try some therapy.
I love my counselor that I got coupled up with at BetterHelp because as soon as I realized that I was dealing with too much stress, I reached out to BetterHelp and they connected me with a counselor within 48 hours. And then I was available to talk to her. I could schedule online video chats, phone calls. I could message anytime that I needed anything, and I would always get thoughtful and timely responses back.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you really don't want to. It's so much more affordable than in-person therapy, so you can give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and 13 A Taylor Swift Fan podcast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Taylor Swift Fan. That's BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift Fan.
I get it, but I don't agree with it. Like, I see the theory and I see the evidence, but I can't listen to the song and think that she's singing about Zac Efron.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rumored that Girl at Home is about him.
Yeah, heard that before.
And I would believe that more. Like, don't look at me, you got a girl at home. So then why would you sing that and then also say this is falling in love in the cruelest way? You know what I mean? Like, and they were co-stars. They both did voices for the Lorax. And so they were like working together for that way back when. And they were on Ellen together and it was a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, Ellen was trying to get them to
say that they were like dating,
dating,
but they were like, no. And like the body language is weird. And I don't know. I personally have never believed that they actually had like a thing.
Zac, I don't want to be too rude. He seems a little bro-y for Taylor's liking to me. I don't know.
Connor Kennedy.
Is Connor bro-y? I guess I just don't know that much about Connor Kennedy.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's the bro dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
That's
so.
kind of how I picture him. But I don't know. I saw that theory a lot. Is it about him? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we
Who
don't.
knows?
It's got a
At the end of the day,
compelling-
we don't know.
compelling timeline.
Right.
Yes,
Very,
I mean,
yeah.
very
Lot
much.
of
Makes sense.
seeming evidence for sure.
Very much so. But then you can also, I mean, you could argue anything because then you know, London and traveling, Harry Styles, Or maybe she wrote this when she was still with Jake and he was traveling to London. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of...
Yeah, but then I saw someone try to
had-
debunk Jake, saying that she was with him on press tour, so they wouldn't be missing each other. Like, I don't know how we can even check all those facts out.
Well, I don't remember the timeline and everything, but yeah, wasn't Jake going over to London to
Yeah.
promote, what's it called? Love and Other Drugs? So,
Yes. So, I mean, I feel like this is a time in Taylor's life when she was, dating. And
Yeah.
so it is possible that just kind of, and when you're a world-class musician like Taylor and you're touring and you're traveling and you're dating actors and stuff, like you're just kind of all over the place anyway. So it's like your lifestyle kind of forces you to do long distance no matter who you're dating, unless it's somebody that works remote and can go on tour with you. Like maybe, I don't know. The song is about me. I thought that's what we had established.
Well, I am so sorry. I don't know what the hidden meaning is. Is there a hidden meaning? Does anybody know?
I was trying to find. I don't think there's hidden meanings
Okay,
in the deluxe tracks.
Okay,
because
all
it
right.
wasn't because they weren't in like the little.
Well, there's also the clues that she leaves, like punctuation.
Mhm.
So there's punctuation here with the 3 dots, and then there's a punctuation at the end of "I knew you were trouble." Period. So we assume that's about Harry Styles. So maybe that was the clue that it was about him. We'll never know.
Oh,
She'll
interesting.
never say.
Yeah, that's interesting, though. I like that.
I kind of love that she'll never say.
Mm-hmm.
Another theory. Someone said, I think there's actually a chance that it's about Ed Sheeran and not Harry. We know they spend a lot of time together hanging out and writing. The London thing fits Ed just as well as Harry, but there's actual proof that they hung out and got along really well. Taylor's constantly talking about how he's one of her favorite people in the world. And she said, maybe I'm just reading too much into the how strange that I don't know you at all line because it really reminds me of their duet. I just want to know you better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never really thought of Ed and Taylor as a romantic couple.
Well,
Me neither.
not romantically, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, just she can still twist the words and have a different meaning, but really she's writing about how much she loves and misses her friend whenever
Yeah.
she's traveling, and they had great times together.
Yeah.
Long distance is a bitch, no matter what relationship you're talking.
Is that
about.
a lyric? A Taylor Swift
That was
lyric?
actually the hidden message that
Oh,
I meant
okay.
to share earlier.
I think it was the remaining message of the email we got that just said bitch, and it was like
It was.
just a few words.
That's what it was.
She
Now-
accidentally sent it before writing long distance is.
Right, exactly.
Makes so much sense.
Gosh. Oh my god, I love this song.
I don't know if we have a list of one-offs. Lacey, you said you had one on your phone. Will you add, can you use all of Taylor Swift's album titles in one sentence? I thought that was a cool challenge I saw when I was doing research today. And I was
Wait,
like, oh,
that
that'd
is-
be so fun. We could all do like a little
That is very cool.
speech with her titles or something.
A run-on sentence. Back in 1989.
Yeah, stop it. Give
Okay,
me
nobody
clues.
take that intro. Have you heard,
4 in 1989 ago.
have you heard that TikTok sound? Because like there's the one of all the albums where it's like fearless lover. There's one where she's like fearful 1987. like she says all of the titles wrong. But they're so funny.
That is funny.
Well, that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Thank you for joining us. If you ever want to hit us up, all the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast right now. And be sure to join us next time because we might be talking about Zac Efron again because we're going to be breaking down Girl at Home.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.